Trying to do a podcast with my friends.
Well, why would the Moscow Mule be on the coffee table for a dog to drink, Ashley? Why would you put the Moscow Mule there? Well, she had one sip. She's probably fucking drunk. I see her fucking flopping on the floor right now.
I don't know why I have to drink something. This is your fault. You gave me two.
Animal Abuse is gonna contact us saying, you guys have some issues.
Well, watch your dog.
Oh yeah, my dog. Yeah. This is gold content here. Yeah. Come on, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Entertaining Stupid Podcast. My name's Buddy Jayson, and with me this week are
Matty B.
Christian.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Good. How about you?
Not too bad. Yeah, we're still over Discord just for COVID reasons here. Whenever those restrictions lighten up, we'll eventually get back into the studio, my basement. I don't know what we're calling it, just the recording space.
Yeah.
When can we move upstairs? Are we gonna be able to move upstairs?
Possibly. I just like having everything in the basement, just because everything's within arm's reach. But yeah, we can think about it.
Christian eats the kitchen so we can make some itchy band in between.
Some nudes, some noodle bowls. Fucking, I made a noodle bowl today. It was fucking delicious. I made my own chili oil today too.
Ooh.
Fucking love chili oil, man.
Fucking yeah, it's the most delicious thing in the world for me. Yeah, it just
Yeah, I'm just like
everything.
I'm just like loving everything Asian right now. Like today, like it was unintentional. I was making chili oil, and then I made a noodle bowl, and then I sat down and watched Warrior on HBO while eating my noodle bowl. Have you seen that show?
Yeah.
You mean isn't it a movie, right?
Warrior? No, that's the one with you're thinking of the one with Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
there's a show called Warrior on HBO that's about life. Like it follows a Chinese Tongs in San Francisco in the late, I guess it'd be 20th century?
Yeah.
19th century. Sorry, 19th century.
Yeah.
No, 20th century.
It's the 1800s.
So I think that's
so that's 19th century.
Yeah, 19th century.
Yeah, late 1800s. So around the Chinese Exclusion Act. So it's a fucking good show.
Nice. No, I haven't seen it. No.
Do you crave?
I do. Actually, no. My parents have it, and I mooched the account off them.
Okay, so you have crave. That's what you mean. You have crave.
I have to reactivate it every fucking time. It gets annoying. I have to
Oh really?
that device part of the set because there's only a certain amount of devices, right?
It's fucking dope. It's like martial arts centric, and
I'll probably get it again personally. I had it before, and then I unsubscribed because Game of Thrones was done. And then, the thing is, I got DAZN right now, which I'm just waiting until Super Bowl's done, and then we're gonna cancel that until NFL starts again. And then I think I got another package I gotta fucking get rid of, dude. There's so many fucking packages because I don't have cable, right? So
yeah.
Well, you gotta fill your time watching shit. There's not a whole lot to do, so might as well sit in front of the TV and consume some media, I guess.
I've been getting so sick of it, honestly.
See, this is my problem. Well, actually, it's a good thing because I go through phases where I watch a lot of TV and movies, and that's all I'll do all day. But then there's times for 3 months where I just don't even watch a movie.
It just
depends.
It depends on the situation. I'll watch the only recently thing I've watched is The Mandalorian.
You haven't watched WandaVision yet?
No, I haven't seen the first 3 episodes yet. No.
It's pretty good. You should watch it.
You know what? I will say this. I watched some Vampire Diaries with Ashley, and it's not half bad. I was surprised.
I've gotten to the point where it's I just have random shit
fuck you, die.
on in the background, and it's just the strangest things I keep watching. One of my favorite things I just finished is a little show called Love Is Blind off of Netflix there. And
Who's in that one again?
no, it's a reality TV
it's a
series.
Oh, it's a reality. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's a reality show.
Matty, the premise of it is I think it's about 20 to 30 guys and girls. They're at this complex and they're all looking for love.
That's right. They don't know what they look like, right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
The
And then
point is
they have a wall in between where they talk and then they want to get engaged off and shit. I think, right?
the point of the thing
Yeah.
is to be married by the end of it.
What's
and the
that
only
fucking crazy older? She's like, I can't love you because I'm older than you. And then like, what was her name?
Jessica.
Yeah.
That was it. She was fucking crazy, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Well, because she was in love with the other dude the entire time, and she was Mark. Mark was the guy that she ended up going like,
Yeah,
and then she said no to in the end. But oh yeah, that was like memes for a while. That Mark is blind.
Yeah. I just like
That's
No,
what
you know
they called the show.
You know what? Sorry, I have seen some of those episodes with Ashley because I was like right at the start of quarantine when that came out.
and like just the premise of
Because
it.
wasn't she like? Because she was like 30, 35, and he was
She was,
24.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. I think he was like 22, dude. I think he was even younger. Okay.
No,
Ashley
I think he was.
confirmed-
I think he was
Ashley confirmed
24.
it's 24. Ashley confirmed it's 24.
Okay.
And she's like, I can't believe you're in love with me. I'm so much older than you.
No, she wanted to suck Bennett's dick.
That was it.
It's so sad. That came out like a year ago, and I still remember all the names because I never watch reality shows. That's like one of my things that I just hate watching. But then someone told me there's a girl I was hanging out at the time who told me to watch it, and so when I was in Maui last year at around this time, I binge watched like, I think they came out as episodes, so I binge watched the first couple episodes and then waited weekly for them to come out, and I was like super hooked on it.
I just love the premise of that show. Like you have, I think they filmed everything, or you had like 10 days to talk with these people through like a wall essentially,
With shadow,
and then from that you have to decide whether or not you want to get married to that person. Like
the best.
I think the bullshit part of that. Yeah. Sorry, Matt, you go first.
I just wanted to add, like, the best part of that entire show is when they actually get to see each other for the first time. And there's like a huge sigh of relief, like, oh my god, they're actually attractive. Like they're like freaking out. They're like, oh my god, is she gonna be good looking?
See, that's the bullshit part. It would have been interesting if they had someone who was like super smart. Like if the producers found someone who's like smart and charming, but who was just like not that good looking.
They were all above, like, they were higher attractive people, like all
which I think was bullshit because I wanted to see a reaction of someone being disappointed. As a viewer, that would have been so much better. I don't care about, the person's feelings.
The craziest part is it's the highest stakes because you're essentially like asking to marry them, right? Like, isn't that the whole concept? Like, they get engaged right off the bat, even though it's easy.
Yeah, see, that's Kate. That's the one flux. The entire time is like, oh, you have 10 days to figure out who you're gonna marry. I'm like, can't you just like say, oh, let's get married, and then off in the shadows be like, hey, how about we pretend to break up and then we just go out later so we don't have to like do this,
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because that's what one of the couples did, I think, actually. They, like, the dude said no to her. It was Damien and Gigi, right? Is that the guy's name?
Yeah. No, they broke up at the wedding ceremony or something like that, but during the reunion show or whatever,
he said no.
Yeah, during the reunion show, they were still together.
They got back together after.
Yeah. How the fuck do I know? I just can't believe I remember all of this stuff.
No, that Jessica chick, like, that guy's name was Barnett. I can remember it because I was like, oh yeah, it's George Barnett. But it's
was it Barnett?
Yeah.
What did I say it was? Barrett?
Barnett. Yeah, it's
Barnett.
That's it was so fucking weird. I can just remember.
What does Ashley say?
That's what I said it was.
Ashley's. We should get Ashley on here. She's the expert.
Yeah, she knows like everything about the show. I can't watch those shows though. Like, I really can't. Like, I can't get into The Bachelor, Bachelorette.
No, I don't like that shit.
Big Brother, I can't do that either. I don't even find it entertaining. I'm like, this is just dumb.
So this came out like a year ago, Jayson. So what made you watch it now?
Oh, because I was watching some other. I was watching, what was it? Naked Attraction before. And that was a British.
You see someone naked first?
Yeah, that one. I don't know why, but I've been on this sort of weird, I guess, binge of watching these sort of like reality.
You're lonely.
Love, yeah, possibly. Being isolated in my basement here. But yeah, I was watching Naked Attraction, and it led me to watch Love Is Blind, and just like like the mindset that these contestants have to be in to agree to all of this, and like, yeah, the end goal is to get married. I'm gonna chat with a bunch of girls for 10 days, and then I think they have like a week while they're engaged to plan their wedding or something like that. And
Yeah,
then they're married afterwards. It's like,
I think I think they all came from a place of desperation.
Jayson, have you watched Master of None on Netflix?
yeah, I have.
I was okay, yeah, because like that is like a show I think a lot of people sleep on that they should watch because it's fantastic.
Oh, it's fucking awesome. I
Like,
watched
it's not
that.
just,
That
like, there's a lot of like actually like things a person could take out of it, like for future relationships or even like self-discovery about yourself. Because there's a lot of lessons in that show. Like I took obviously, and it's fucking hilarious. Like Aziz Ansari does a great job. But like
as a small
there's so much meaning in that show. It's crazy.
As a small Indian man, I definitely identify with that show.
But like Matt,
and my romantic escapades, I guess, that don't exactly end well.
I remember watching that when I was single. I was like, holy fuck, like it just resonated with me a lot.
Yeah, but Matty, you say that the people in the Love Is Blind show is out of desperation or whatever, but like I think a couple of them were like in their early 20s. Like, how desperate are you if you're like 22, 24, trying to get married?
Because those meetings take place, right? They have like producer meetings, and like when they're structuring the show, they're like, okay, well, you can't have a bunch of people in their mid-30s who are completely desperate because they're all going to end up being together, and then you don't have much of a show. So you got to have a spectrum of ages and stages in life. And the fact, I don't know if if I was a producer of that show and I saw that Mark and Jessica somehow came together and there's an age difference, and it works out too perfectly.
Let's go, Jimmy. Let's go.
Yeah, and then you're watching the show and you're like, oh my god, this Mark guy is getting fucked around so hard. I can't believe how good this is working out for us. Because like, what? Okay, he gets rejected. He's 24 years old.
I know.
And then before you know it, you're 28 and you're still single, and life just seems. No, I'm just kidding.
Mark's debating about jumping off a bridge.
What are the guys now? I think I followed a couple of them on Instagram for like a month, and then I think I unfollowed most of them. I think that guy had Instagram, but I don't know.
Jayson, what was that show that Ash was talking about there, where they're on an island?
Love Island?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
There's Love Island. Too Hot to Handle, I think, is on Netflix too.
Is that the one where you can't jerk off?
That's Too Hot to Handle. Is not the one where they can't hook up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they can't jerk off either, right?
No, they can't hook up. Like, you can't do anything. Yeah, they lose money.
You can't do anything sexual.
Yeah.
I think it's more entertaining just to put like 10 people on an island, whether it's all dudes or all female. Actually, mostly dudes. Just put 10 dudes on an island so you can't jerk off for 10 days, or for and no love interest. Just see how people handle themselves not being able to jerk off for that long.
Well, the only reason I mention is because I didn't really watch the show, but they were like on a bunch of like podcasts like that. Like sometimes I listen to the Jake Paul podcast because they have some good people and good guests, and they were both on it, and they've made.
You don't have to justify. You don't have to justify how stupid that is.
No, I know. Thanks. How stupid it is. But anyway, yeah, they had like one of them on, and there's a couple of them that have made a shit ton of money off it, right? Like through Instagram and marketing and shit like that. So those shows can fucking make people huge, right? If they're a character.
I guess. But what led me to watch Love Is Blind, I want to tell you guys, is Naked Attraction. Now, Naked Attraction is a British, what is it? I think it's considered a dating game show.
Yeah, it says dating game. I'm looking it up on the computer.
Oh, okay.
It said IMDb gave it a 5.4 out of 10. If that means anything.
It's a British show?
Yeah, it's British.
It's already on the extreme level compared to like North America.
Yeah. It's on Prime? You watch it on Prime?
Right?
Yeah. So the premise of the show is there's, I guess, the one contestant, and then there's, I think, usually like 3 choices. But the 3 choices are all completely naked, and they stand behind these segmented boxes. And like the host of the show will just slowly reveal certain segments of the people's body, and the contestant has to eliminate one of the choices based on solely, what their legs look like, what their,
Is there titties?
Yeah, like they're just full frontal nudity. Like you see dong,
really?
You see tits, you see vag, like all of that.
Yeah, so like Jayson, let's
I'm
just
going to
put it-
Prime Video right now. I'm gonna go to Prime Video and I'm gonna pull this up and just speed through it just to actually see you're telling the truth. Leave it to the
So-
fucking British to make a show like that.
So then, like, essentially, it's based on someone's attractiveness to like certain things, right? Like so if someone's like an ass man per se, or something like that.
Yeah.
So they slide off one part. You don't know the rest of the
Wait.
body or the face. So then essentially,
Whoa,
like,
wait, hold on. Jayson, are you watching this on Prime?
I'm watching it on sketchy sites.
Oh, that's why. Because on Prime, because Prime says you have to pay for it. And I was like, I swear to God, Jayson, if you're paying for this,
No. I mean, yeah, I'm just watching like some like
torrents it, bro.
torrented sites.
you know what? I'm surprised that something like Pornhub hasn't made like a TV show that you could like pay for,
And it's just a
Like
bunch of
this?
porn stars banging.
or not porn. I mean, just regular people. I don't know,
Dude, I'm pretty
like
sure
some kind of show like this.
I'm pretty sure they probably have something like OnlyFans or something like that.
I could see that, but like to be a contestant on Naked Attraction, like to be the person to go, yeah, I want to be on the show, and I'm gonna be the one standing behind, butt ass naked, behind a special divider, like
Yeah.
I don't know what runs through their mind to agree to that.
Well, then that's the insane part. Too.
Are they all-
you can
are
be,
they all
like,
good
based
looking?
on a body part, right? No, that's the thing. That'd be crazy. I'm assuming like someone have a great body part that someone finds attractive, but then they don't know what their face is, right, Jayson?
Yeah.
So then like they're like, oh, I'm gonna pick that one, and they pick it, and then it's like, oh, it's a camera.
Like you start with the feet, and it's like, oh, that's like as a guy looking at a girl, it's like starts with the feet, and then starts with the legs, and then I guess you'd see bush, like whether
Yeah.
it's bush or
Does
no
it
bush doesn't really
change?
matter.
Like, Jason,
And then-
does it
and then
change?
she's,
Like,
like,
does it
got a-
start at one
Yeah,
part
no, it's
specifically?
it's different all the time. It's not like it's always just from the
okay.
top down. I
So
think
it's not.
there's-
Yeah, gotcha.
But either way, it's like you just like get to the face, and it's a complete butterface. You're like, what have I done? Like,
Yeah.
what have I done? Okay, so what is? Wait, I don't understand this.
That's actually
What's
that's
not
intention,
like
dude.
like
That's
it's
intention.
very
Wait, what do you? So there's full frontal nudity, but like, what do the girls say when they see the guy's dick? Are they like, do they have to fake being impressed? Because we all know here that girls are not impressed by penises unless they're like micro penises, and then they're,
Did
you know, it's
anyone
not
go,
usable.
Did anyone go? I was in the pool. I was in the pool.
It's like there's a guy that they're gonna show the dick. He knows it, so he's like trying to get like a 3/4 on just to make it look better, and then
The guy's just like so ashamed. He's just like the only way I can show that I'm a grower is by getting fully torqued right now.
you just see
Yeah.
him get fully torqued as the show progresses.
oh Jesus Christ.
That's where I wish like the guys from Workaholics come in there and be like, "You're on we are under oath. Since we are on oath, that would mean that we have to be telling the truth, which means we all have 9-inch lap hogs."
Okay, but no,
Yeah,
Jayson, you didn't answer my question. What happens when the girls see the guy's dicks?
Some of them are shocked, some of them are surprised, others are like,
Do they get a touch?
yeah. Like it all depends
Or
on
others like, I don't want to see that.
possibly, yeah. I haven't watched a whole lot of it. I've just watched I think the first season. I think there's like seven
Holy
seasons of this thing.
Fudgeroni.
Wait, Jayson, are you masturbating to this?
No.
Jason,
This is what you're jerking off to now?
Is this
No.
a showcase show or what? Like back
Ever
in the day?
ever since Pornhub went down and lost all those videos, he's like, wow, they lost all of the videos that I've ever bookmarked. So I guess I'm gonna have to turn to some sketchy site on some British show.
Oh, I've just been
I
watching a
jerk
lot
off to You see your buddy from high school, it's like, hey, it's been 11 years, what are you up to? I jerk off to game shows.
Going
Oh,
back to the
you're
old-
there.
back-
Okay.
I'm just watching a lot of British TV right now, and this was something that popped up too. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And
That's crazy.
yeah, it's just I can't imagine ever wanting to be on something like that.
Man,
Nah,
those
my
people
dick will get so small on a show like
Yeah.
that.
They don't give any fucks, bro. They have nothing to lose.
You know what I would do? Okay, I've never seen the show, but I
Like,
can imagine like you're standing like in this like kind of booth or whatever, and they pull panels away so you can see parts, and it's like they're gonna show your ass, and then they open it up, and it's just me spreading my asshole open so everyone can see it.
You know what they need to do, bro? Like like every contestant that gets like put on that show that's gonna show the naked parts, right? They just probably like go, you know what, fuck it, I got nothing to lose, and they get a tab of acid right before they hit the stage. They're all kind of loosey goosey, having some fun. Then
You say a tab of acid?
Yeah, man, they're taking tabs of acid, just chilling out, getting loosey goosey.
Acid chills you out, eh?
Well, I don't know, I've never done it personally, but I'm just assuming they're crazy over there.
And like most of the
or they're having
time,
7 pints of fucking Guinness.
Most of the time, like these guys or guys and gals in the boxes are like relatively the same height or something like that. I can just imagine like having like 2 dudes that are like 6'5" or whatever, and Christian. Like they open the panel up to show their chest, and then they open up Christian's, but it's just his face because of the
like my forehead.
Yeah, like
it's like half my forehead. It's like my forehead with my eyebrows.
You're just because you're that short,
Are they almost?
And then the producer, like say on the side of the box. I don't know if this is true or not, but just for instance, on the box there's like when you go to grocery stores on the door there's like a scale. There's a height scale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see it's like 5 foot. So they have that, but they altered it. So when they open it up and they see my eyebrow line, it lines up with like 3'3".
So are they like all the people on like these contestants that are part of the show? They're gonna show their body parts. Are they mostly all active or no?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Like all the people that are willing to show their body parts on that show, are they mostly like all like attractive people? Or are they?
There's a good mix. There's
Is there like some 2s, or are there lots of like 7 and 8s most of the time?
They're mostly
like,
7 and 8s, but like I've seen a couple
that
I would
bullshit.
say would be
you
like
gotta put it in 2, man. You gotta put it in 2.
5s or like 4s. I don't think they go anything lower than that.
Has anyone picked a 4 on the show?
No,
like fuck it, I'm going with 4.
Yeah, I don't think so. But like just to be the person picking, on that show, you got to be really superficial, right?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's crazy, man. But
I mean, it's like
one thing I was saying,
it's like Tinder in real life.
It puts a lot of pressure on the person having to pick too. So I mean, the stakes are high on both sides, really. Don't you think?
Yeah, and like
I guess so. I don't know. It's a game show.
It's kind of intense. Like you're hoping that you're getting the right what you think you're getting.
Also,
so wait, I actually have a question. Have there been like relationships that work from it, like that where someone met on that show and then they're still together?
I have no clue if they're still together because I've only seen the first season, and I think that aired back in 2016. I didn't quickly go and search these people up to see if they're still together.
Oh, dude, I'd be on my phone looking. Like...
My other question is, like, do they know what the person who's picking looks like to begin with? Like, so they go like, "Hey, do you want to be on the show?"
So the people.
Like, do they know what the girl looks like ahead of time?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think
shit.
so.
Wow, okay, that's even more high stakes. That's intense, bro. Because like that would be that's a game changer.
It's not that intense because you could just walk away after.
Bro,
it's not you break it, you buy it.
If it was like 3 of us and then like us 3, and he goes, yeah, like you get it. If you don't know who the fuck's gonna pick one of us, and you're like, we're all 3, you're like, yeah, we'll be on the show, and then it just turns out to be like a fucking troll. You're like, ah! But then if it's like Jennifer Lopez, and you're like, yeah, I'll be on the show. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I wouldn't pick Jennifer Lopez. You'd pick Jennifer Lopez?
No, I'm just saying, like, say, like, someone said, like, hey, this is a picture of a girl who's gonna be picking between you 3. Would you?
I think Matt's got he's into Latinos. Latinas.
No, she's overrated. I don't like.
So you're not into Latinas? What's wrong with Latinas?
What are you saying, man? Are you trying to put you trying to make me something I'm not, Christian?
No, I'm just kidding. You're drinking Corona. Of course, you love Latinas.
I am. You know what I got next coming? I'm gonna have another drink. I'm almost done.
What are you gonna drink?
Mississippi Mud.
Like those Jello shots you buy on the way out of the liquor store?
No, it's a beer.
But you say mud, I'm thinking something thick.
It's like that huge like bottle, like it's like brown bottle has like the alligator on it. Mississippi Mud.
Okay, if you go back to that game show, can you imagine when they're gonna move the thing out of the way to show the guy's dick, and it's just hard, and he starts coming everywhere? He's just like, oh, they just shut it.
He's actively jerking off after.
Yeah, he's like, ah!
He has the Bem's close right beside him. He just beside him on a table.
And then it cuts to commercial, and then it comes back. You see a guy with a mop and a bucket, just like mopping it up, or no, or even worse, it's a guy with like a rag on the floor on his hands and knees, or with like toilet paper, just wiping it up.
He's just like Red Rocket.
Oh, apparently this.
Fuck, would you go on that? Okay, if you were self-aware enough to know that, say, like you're a 2, would you? And someone asked you to be on that show, knowing what it is, would you do it though? Like, how much money? We'll just all assume that we're 2s. I mean, we're all pretty close to 2s, but just imagine that we're 2s.
Yeah.
How much money would it take if some like to come onto that show, fully like knowing full well what it's about, knowing that they're going to tell you like there's a premise of people who date based on naked bodies, and then you know you're probably going to get trolled.
Well, it would have to depend on your give a fuck level, obviously. But how much money, eh? How much money?
I mean,
like, do these people get paid to be on that show?
Okay, so that's what I wanted.
You have to get paid.
Matty, I've been looking this up on the Wikipedia here.
Yeah.
And contestants do not receive payment for participating. Standby contestants though are given $75 for or £75 for just being in the room and on standby.
So what
That's not worth it.
How come the people that are actually on the show don't get paid, but the standby people, they don't have to go buck-ass naked in front of the entire fucking world?
Because apparently it says that each episode can take up to 12 hours to film.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
I was just going to say, like, the payment would be low to begin with, because if they're going to have 7 seasons, and, like, you have X amount of episodes... And how many is it? 3 contestants? How many contestants are?
Yeah, there's about three people plus the picker.
3 people and the picker.
Okay. Then okay. So we know they don't get paid. So then, what's the motivating factor for someone who knows they're just going to get made fun of?
You have to be a character and have publicity. Like maybe you can turn it around and use it to your advantage for something else. Or if you have a hammer, maybe you get into the point of the
That's like you're like disgusting, but you just got this like well manicured dick. That's all you take care of.
Ron Jeremy made a career out of it, man, and he's not very.
Yeah, that guy's in fucking jail, man.
Yeah, he's a piece of garbage.
Oh man,
fuck! I want to watch that show, but I'm not gonna pay money to watch it.
I'll show you some sites that you can watch it for free.
I'm gonna show you some sites.
Yeah. Apparently, it's been so popular that other countries have adopted it and made it their own. So there's a German.
Oh my god,
dude,
that's even better. What country that does this show would be the funniest fucking one to watch?
So we have Germany, Denmark, Italy, and Finland have also made.
Okay, those are all full of beautiful people. I'm talking countries.
Man,
like,
people are crazy.
So like Southern United States or something like that.
No. I'm talking like Sri Lanka. That would be fucking hilarious. Or anywhere in the Indian subcontinent. Actually, no, not the Indian subcontinent. There's a lot of good Indian people, but like
in India, it's not even the stuff they wear. It's just like jeans and t-shirts instead of being.
Or it's like there's like all you see of the girls is like parts of her sari, and that's it. And then they show her like hands and how well she holds like a dish of food. And the guys like just gets raging hard on for it.
They just show the hands and how they butcher a freaking goat.
Yeah.
It's just the hands like, oh, well, they can make it really good. They can carve the goat up pretty good.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta grab another drink here really quick.
Okay. Well,
man, that sounds hilarious. Like that sounds like a great show.
It's pretty good, and I'm just thinking of like. It reminded me, I don't know if you remember this, Matty, but there was this one dating show, I think called Next on MTV.
Yeah, that's the one where they like had 3 people, right? And it was similar. That's what I was thinking of. There was like a competition with a bunch of people, but she saw them all like it's face to face, right?
Yeah, it depends on whether or not she decided to keep.
And she picks going on a date with one of them after.
Yeah, no, it's right off the bat. Like everyone goes on a date. Like there's 5 dudes on a bus.
Yeah.
They go on a date with this girl. I think they get $1 for every minute that they're out there.
That's right.
And at any point, the girl can go next, and then the guy has to take the money and head out. And then the next guy gets off the bus, and he goes on the date with this girl. Now, if the girl likes the or has a good time with the dude or whatever, she can go, okay, here's the end of the date. You can either take the money or you can go on a second date with me. And like,
yeah, I've seen that show.
Yeah. And the guy has a choice of whether or not to take the, say if it lasted an hour.
85% of the time, it was always taken.
Yeah, take the take the
There
money
was
and
never,
leave.
let's go on another date.
Or
Never.
they can go on a second date.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's funny. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking of. Like that show, like I was like that resembles other shows like MTV's done for dating shows.
yeah, and like,
It's just fucking crazy.
can you imagine, like, you're married and like your kids ask you how you met your wife, and it's like, yeah, I met her on a show called Naked Attraction. I was the dude standing behind the screen, and she saw my legs and was like, yep, nope, that's what I want.
Well,
That's
son,
what I want.
I showed your mother my asshole, and she fell in love with me right then and there.
Well, son, I took an average swing.
She was like, "Wow, he really wipes thoroughly. He's a man who pays attention to detail." And this episode of the podcast is brought to you by Manscaped.
I love that, man. Don't you just want your balls to be clean and shaved? Well, dude,
But actually, it was funny because back actually when I was living at home and I would meet girls on like Tinder and stuff, and they'd have to come to my house and hang out. My parents would ask how I met them, so I'd always have like a bullshit story to tell them because I was too embarrassed to tell them that I met them on a dating app.
Just like, here's the heads up. I'm telling you this backstory now. Let's act it out, and then we'll go to my parents' house.
We gotta make it believable.
I'm actually so surprised that some girls were even down for that. Hey, let's go to my place, but you got to meet my parents first because they hang out on the way into the basement. Like, it's so ridiculous.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Yeah, so like those are some of the I guess reality TV shows that I've been watching, and it's just I don't know, like a weird sort of look into how people are like trying to find love right now, and it's like,
Man, that hostess is kind of fucking hot.
for Naked
What's her name?
Attraction.
I'm gonna go get a beer, boys.
She's fucking hot as shit.
Naked Attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh my god, really? Wait, do they block out like nipples and stuff?
It might be just what you're watching. I think it's
No, I'm just on Google. I'm just on Google Images.
Oh, that's probably why. But
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, on the show, it's definitely full frontal.
Jesus, leave it to the fucking British. I remember when I was in England, I was like 13 years old, and my parents went into the grocery store to get something. I was just at home watching TV. It's like 3 in the afternoon. I changed the channels, and there's just tits
Yeah.
on like BBC Two.
They
And
used
I'm
to
like,
do.
what is this?
I think it
I
was.
think I made here, boys.
I think it was. Who used to do Naked News?
You guys remember?
That was never. That's a thing.
That's a thing. Naked News.
This is way off topic, but have you ever watched the movies Naked Gun?
Yes, they're fantastic.
No.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Leslie
Have you
Nielsen
never
is
seen Naked
wonderful.
Gun?
I feel like it's one of those shows that you kind of just absorb, like you absorb the movie through osmosis and pop culture.
I got that from my dad. My dad like showed me those movies. When I was a
Okay.
kid.
This is gonna blow your mind, but
Oh, that is so strong.
Naked News is a Canadian news and entertainment program.
What?
Was
But
it is?
wasn't everything blurred though? Everything was blurred, wasn't it?
I think you had to pay for a premium subscription or something like that to get the actual nudity.
This is different, boys.
I Google imaged it, and there's a lot of nudity.
Yeah.
I googled it.
What
and
did
it's
they? What
here are the pictures.
was it? A network show?
Let's see. It was. I guess it was. It wasn't a network show. It was just released off of their website.
Was it based out of Montreal by chance?
No, Toronto.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but it was released as MP4s on the internet.
Can you guys believe that Pornhub's actually like a Canadian company? That's fucking crazy.
Is it really?
Yeah, dude, it's like from Montreal, dude.
Oh, I had no idea.
This is actually really interesting, by the way. This is a different
What are you
It's
drinking
like
there?
a Pilsner. It's a Pilsner Porter mix. It's kind of interesting.
What percentage?
I'm trying to find it here.
Black and it's a black and tan.
Yeah, I can't. I don't.
Yeah.
Even, is this even an alcoholic beverage?
Yeah.
It's gotta be
Doesn't
for
say-
drinking, Matty.
It doesn't say the percentage though, but it's.
You know what's actually really funny is what is
I
it?
just
Is that like a prospect? Is that a prospector on the front?
No, it's an alligator.
Oh, I was wondering because I was like, what I'm drinking is a cider that has like a prospector on the front.
I just thought it was really cool. Like, it's 5%. I found it 5%.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just thought it
Now,
was-
before this, Ashley was recommending a show called Too Hot to Handle, where you can't do anything sexual.
That one is, I've seen like the that's the one I was talking about where some of them have become famous now because of that.
Yeah. So I
But-
guess this show,
But the money, like, so they all get flown onto an island from what I gather, and they're all like surrounded by attractive people. Like they're all very attractive people, and no one's told them about the show. They're just like, hey, we're gonna fly you out here. We're gonna do a reality show on this island, and then everyone's like, oh fuck yeah, free vacation. Like let's go. So they get there, they don't know the whole concept, and then like this kind of like AI, like let's just say like a Siri type person, right? Speaks to them all, and they're like, the basic point of this show and what you're tasked with is that because everyone's like, oh yeah, like they're all all the bros are talking, all the girls are talking, like, yeah, man, I'm gonna hook up with this chick and this, that, and then all of a sudden they get around this table, and then this like automated person says, you cannot hook up at any point during the show. If you hook up, like, here's your prize pool that you all get, and you split it X amount of ways, right? So I think it was like 100,000. It was like something like
it's $100,000.
$100,000. It was. Let's just.
Oh my god! It's okay. Wait, it's based off of a Seinfeld episode.
Yeah, it's based off of the premise of the
Master of Your
contest.
Domain,
yeah,
right?
the contest.
Master
the
of Your Domain.
contest.
The contest. Oh my god.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So every
Um,
time you do something, you lose money, and it affects everyone, not just the person, right?
See, honestly, if I was on this show and they weren't going to tell me about it, not like I would ever be invited to that show, but like just say for example, quickly that I was, and I was nervous about the whole time. Then I heard the thing talk about how you're not allowed to hook up. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna win because I never had a chance to begin with.
Yeah, you just want that average guy. It's like,
Yeah!
you're the
Yeah,
third.
you
You're
got
the third
someone, like-
daughter. You're
I
the
like,
third daughter.
I
You're
go,
the third
no,
Rob
no, no,
Schneider.
see,
You're Rob
It's like-
Schneider's third daughter in fucking Grown Ups, bro. That's what you
yeah.
are. That's
I would honestly just like pull my pants off in my boxers, run to the cupboard, grab the Doritos, and just hop onto the couch and turn on the TV, and just start farting and putting my hands scratching my nutsack.
You got someone like Dan just like partying in the background. Yeah, you guys are fucked.
Yeah, go on
just-
auto trader, look at the car I'm gonna buy when I win.
No, but that's the thing though. So like, you can do nothing and you'd be fine, but if anyone else does something, you lose money for it. Like the whole, like you would personally be.
Yeah,
affected
but so
by
like
it.
you just have to be disgusting enough to put
no.
everybody off.
That would be so funny because it's one guy who knows he's gonna win, but he's got to manage everybody else and be like, "Hey,
Yeah, but
hey, stop it!"
yeah, you gotta be the dick who just like fucking ruins it and cockbox everyone, man. That's what you have to do, eh? Like
You walk like
where's Daniel?
Where's-
It's been 10 minutes since I last seen him, and you just like fucking run.
it's
there.
like, "Dad, no!" Like you go break in the room, he's like, "Fucking no! That cost me my fucking rim package. That's $10,000."
I'm blocking the cock. I'm blocking the cock.
Yeah. Get your dick out of her.
One more hump and our friendship is over.
Yeah. To actually be a game show, you presented it like you can't fuck.
You even lose money for making out, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That'd be so funny because it's like there's a guy who's totally gonna win if everyone follows the rules, but the fun is that nobody follows the rules, and it's just this one guy trying to stop everyone from having sex.
Honestly, he'd be like the Spenny version. Like he'd be like Spenny in Kenny versus Benny. He'd just be like fucking trolling all of them. Just like
that'd actually be a funny movie. Where this like down to the dumps guy who has money problems gets invited to this game show, which a bunch of hot people, and the premise is that you can't have nobody can hook up, and this guy knows he's gonna win, but he's gonna stop everyone else from hooking up.
He's got a.
hilarious. I'd love to watch that movie. I think it'd be funny.
He's running around.
Like for example, say he owes he needs like $50,000 for something, and that the main prize is $100,000. But you lose money every time something happens. So throughout the movie, it gets closer and closer and closer down to $50,000. That should be kind of funny.
Just for troll's sake, it should be like he needs $69,000.
Yeah, I need $69,000.
For no reason. It's just like he needs 69,000.
So he's like setting like booby traps and shit like that.
It's
Like,
just
like for example, like he like
it's like Home Alone, but for like breaking up people from hooking up.
exactly. Like, for example, he puts like Nair inside some chick's hair like hair shampoo, and she goes to use it, all of her hair falls out. Or like you hide the guy's razor so he can't trim his pubes, so his dick looks like a fucking palm tree.
You magically like
or like you do things to sabotage.
hey,
like
man.
for example, like
hey, man,
I got a funny scene. Yeah, no, I got a funny scene. So say there's a guy who goes and takes a shit on the toilet, and then the guy goes in after him and like sprinkles like what looks like shit particles on the toilet seat. So the next girl who comes in knows that it was that guy and thinks that he just like wipes and gets shit all over the fucking toilet seat, like stuff like that. To make just to ruin relationships.
There's a lot of stupid people on the show too, right? So they don't have common sense. So you're like,
no, that's what I mean.
Here, hey man, have some of my sunscreen. It's like fucking like bulletproof, and it's like cooking oil.
Yeah.
So, like, fucking up, just like fucking can't move. Like they're fucking burnt so bad.
Yeah, you just get creative in the writing process, and actually that'd be kind of an entertaining movie.
You just handcuff people to like fucking radiators. You're not allowed
yeah,
to go
it'd be
anywhere.
or that too, but like it would have like Weekend at Bernie's vibes, kind of like there's just like silliness.
I haven't seen that movie in forever. That was a good movie.
Oh, that's fucking. Oh, I think I have it. I might actually watch it tonight. It's so fucking funny.
It's fucking hilarious, dude. Honestly, dude, you gotta watch Naked Gun, and you have to watch Spy Hard because those are like some of the best.
What
movies.
Christian's gonna do is watch Naked Attraction after this.
Have you?
No, I'm not going on these sketchy things.
Have you seen Airplane at least?
Yeah, I've seen Airplane.
Yeah. Well, like Leslie Nielsen's movies are so funny, dude. Like they're so good. Like he's so underrated for comedy.
Resident Saskatchewan guy.
Yeah. Well, the best part about Naked Gun, dude, is what's his name is in it? Fuck, he's O.J. Simpson. Like he's part of like the cast in Naked Gun, eh?
Oh, of course.
Before anything happened, right? Anything before the murder and stuff like that. But like I knew him as Goldberg or whatever, and I thought he was fucking hilarious in the movies because like he's the one who just gets fucking destroyed and everything, and always something bad happens to him. And then like my dad would laugh at the scenes, right? Like, and he would like fucking cry laugh. Like he thought they were so funny. And then my dad, when we were older, was like, "He's not a good man, Matt." And I'm like, "What do you mean he's not a good man?" And they told me the story. I'm like, "No, it's Goldberg."
Oh my god, that's so fun. Actually, that reminds me. There's a movie, a spoof movie, because those became really popular in the '80s. Val Kilmer's first movie was a spoof movie about being a spy.
Really?
But I don't remember what it's called.
It was Batman. Val Kilmer?
No, this is before. This is back in the '80s. It was Val Kilmer's feature film debut, and it was a spoof of a spy movie.
I'll go.
And there's like a whole scene of them like underwater in a bar fighting. It's kind of a famous scene.
I'm looking right now. I'm trying to find Val Kilmer. IMDb.
Look at Val Kilmer.
I'm on his Wikipedia. I got his Wikipedia up right now.
First movie. Spoof.
Is it Top Secret? Is what it's called?
Yeah, I think it was called Top Secret.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie.
But it was his first movie he ever did. Written by the Zucker brothers.
Yeah.
There is a movie. What was?
There's so many good comedies, man, that are so underrated that a lot of people haven't seen. Like, oh, there's some good ones. Like Wrongfully Accused is another good one. Or makes fun of fucking Harrison Ford's. What's that movie where he's trying to escape the cops and the FBI? They think he's like, guilty.
The Fugitive?
Yeah, they make fun of The Fugitive the entire time. That was such a funny movie too.
There's a movie that Alex Winter did that was based off of an MTV show. You know Alex Winter, right, from Bill and Ted?
Yeah.
He's not Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I was gonna say that not Keanu Reeves. That's the only way I would. But I've never seen Bill and Ted ever actually.
It's pretty fun. The first one's really funny. I don't like the second one. Oh, it's called Freaked. From 1993, and it is fucking hilarious. If you look it up, it's got like Randy Quaid and an uncredited Keanu Reeves is in it. It's got Mr. T as a bearded lady.
Well,
it's like this like.
That's crazy.
Man.
All right. I want
Brooke Shields stars in it.
I want to bring up another British reality TV show.
Okay, which one?
It's called X on the Beach. The premise of the show is essentially it's like a Big Brother kind of thing. Where people are brought together and they have to complete challenges and whatnot. But the funny thing is most of the other contestants they were former like dating, like they're exes.
Okay.
And
so they have to work together.
They work together. There's like new romances that show up. Yeah, let's see. And like
I see there's an American version here.
Yeah, there's an American version. Like this one. I think this series got really popular and was brought over to a bunch of other places.
Okay.
But like, can you imagine Christian being on a game show with a bunch of your exes?
Well, I only really have 2 exes, so I wouldn't say it's a bunch. But it'd be interesting. I think we would win. That's just me. I think we would put any kind of differences aside and probably win. I don't know. Never mind. I don't know. But that'd be really funny. It'd be entertaining to watch. Wait, isn't there a show on Netflix like that? It's like people go on blind dates with their exes or something. They show up and it's their ex-girlfriend or boyfriend or something.
I don't know. That sounds interesting.
There is Netflix ex dating show. It's like date. Back with the Ex? Is that what it's called? I don't know, but there was a show where they go, I think, on dates and their ex shows up and they have to have like a date, like kind of like a first date with their ex.
All over again?
Yeah. Fuck, I would shit my shorts. If I went on a show and then one of my exes shows up, I'd be like, what the fuck?
What are you doing here?
I'd be like, no. So.
Do you guys like use like obviously like how do you guys handle like this is off topic sorry from the shows, but like how do you guys handle like horror movies and stuff like that?
It depends on who I'm watching them with.
The entire time, like your heart rate doesn't go up or anything.
The jump scares always.
It depends how well the movie is. I don't know. Why?
I'm such a fucking coward that like if I'm playing like a scary game, like for example, like yesterday, like Resident Evil came out with a demo, and it's like a brand new game, and it's like first person, so it's essentially like you're being the person, right? Like so it's your point of view, like in real life, and like it's fucking terrifying. And what I do is I use like comedy bits and stuff like that to like make me feel better about the situation. So like there's this like show on I don't know, do you guys know who Jimmy Tatro is from YouTube and stuff like that? Like
kinda. I think I've heard of his name before.
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, you would know, like, if you saw a picture of him, you'd know who he is. He's in like Grown Ups 2 and stuff like that, and all those. He's what's that Netflix show about the American Vandal? He's the main character in American Vandal. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, that guy. Oh yeah, he's that YouTube guy. Yeah.
So like he has this show called The Real Bros of Simi Valley where they kind of like make fun of the the Real Housewives of whatever. And there's a guy in there. His brother, his name's Wade, right? And they're like, Wade, do you want to hit it again? Do you want to burn? And he's like, no, man, I don't want to know. Oh yeah, burn. He's like, no, yeah, I definitely burn, bro. I definitely burn. I just don't want to burn right now, okay? And he's like, well, you sound like you don't want to burn. Yeah, I burn, bro. I just don't want to right now.
Oh, yo, you showed me that clip. I think, because I remember that.
The course of like 3 seasons, like there's at least one episode where they like challenge Wade and say he doesn't burn. He's like, I definitely burn, man. Like,
yeah, you showed me that.
There's a clip that came out. There's a clip I found yesterday, dude, because like they it got so popular on YouTube that Facebook bought the show. So like they're on Facebook TV or whatever. And
there's Facebook TV.
Well, they have like a.
I have no idea.
To watch stuff, right? Essentially, I think. I don't watch it because it's on Facebook now. They don't have it on YouTube anymore. But they have clips that people bring on it, and one of them was like they're at the hospital and the doctor's like, "This is the highest patient I've ever seen in my life." I don't think your brother has ever burned before. And the one guy's like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it, man. I knew it. And then all of a sudden he goes, yeah, man, I definitely burn. Like in the background, like he's like so high, and he's in a separate room, but he's like, I definitely burn, bro. Who's Dead Cruiser?
That's Christian. Christian's dropped on them.
Christian?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll splash a photo on there of him for a placeholder.
Is Christian still there though?
I don't think he can hear us. We lost him. Yeah, whatever.
But anyway, so like he says, yeah, I definitely burn, man. And then like so when I was playing the horror game, I'm like. Every time I went to a scary part, I'm like, dude, I definitely burned, bro. I so fucking burned, dude. Don't worry about me, bro. And then the other part was like, I'm just chilling out. I'm like, because I knew like the main evil characters in the game are like women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, we could have been something, but then you had to be one crazy ass bitch. Like every time I'm like freaking out, dude.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can like stay calm in the situation.
Yeah, I think it's the best way to approach that kind of stuff because like I love doing that kind of stuff because I mean you and I and the rest of the gang have watched horror movies before and like shitty B-roll horror films and stuff like that and like we sit there and we just roast the fuck out of them. Like
I know, yeah.
You know,
that's the only way you feel good about the movie.
Yeah, and I mean, like again, like when you first alluded to it, like I take it differently depending on who I'm with. You know, if I'm watching it with you guys, I'm gonna be roasting the fuck out of it. If I'm watching it with like a date or something like that, then you know I'm a little more quiet, I guess.
Yeah. Oh fuck, I can't do it otherwise. I have to do it. That's the only way I can get through that shit. I enjoy them, but they fucking freak me out, dude. Like, oh. I'm such a coward.
Oh fuck. Didn't we recorded what is it? Resident Evil 7? You, me, and a bunch of the boys recorded a gameplay through that a long time ago. I don't know what ever happened to the recordings.
I think they're still in the Elgato, which I have to get.
Yeah. No. You don't have to get. I bought my own now, so we're all good.
Okay,
yeah.
sweet.
But like we did that. We did like another horror game, Until Dawn. We recorded those.
I have all those still. I still have them on my laptop. Just put them up on the fucking entertainment.
Oh yeah, I'll just cut them together or something like that. Just do a highlights clips of our first attempt.
That was like the fucking like worst rig ever. Like it was on my MacBook.
Yeah.
We had like 7 mics attached to my MacBook, and we're like all like trying to talk. It's like so bad, but it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a good game though.
I don't know if Christian's coming back to this, so
Here, should I just text him or?
Oh, he just shot us a message, I think. Or something.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he just sent me a message. Well, yeah, Discord froze for him. So yeah, he definitely crashed there. Oh, is he back? Hey. Oh, he's trying to come back.
Christian. Oh, let's just wait for him.
Yeah, it's loading through. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh, Jesus.
There we go.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. You just kind of disappeared.
Like, screen, but I was like finishing the story. I'm just gonna repeat. I don't even care. Like the listeners, like just like.
Did you see me the whole time?
No.
You were like fucking. Yeah, you were like completely off.
Oh, I don't know what happened. It just like you guys froze. You were telling a story, then it froze. But whatever, we're fine now.
Yeah, so like to end this story, like I'll just repeat that part of the story. So like I found a clip on the show, like from the show that I hadn't seen yet, and like they're in the hospital, and the doctor goes, "Man, your brother is super high. It's the highest patient I've ever seen like before." And then like, well, is he gonna be okay? He's like, I don't think your brother's ever burned before. And then one guy who always makes fun of him, he's like, I fucking knew it. And then Wade is not even in the picture. Like he's not in the group of people, right? Like he's in like a room by himself, the door closed, and you just hear in the background, I definitely burn. Like, that's what you hear. So I'm playing this horror game like yesterday. I'm like freaking out because it's so scary. I'm like, yeah, like every time there's an intense moment coming, I'm like, yeah, bro, I burn. I definitely burn. Like I'm saying that to myself in my head, right, or just talking out loud. And then the other part is like the protagonists they're women in this game. So
the
like,
antagonists are the
antagonists. I get them fucked up mixed. So they're terrifying and they're like evil. And I'm just like, when I saw one of them, I'm like, we could have been something, but then you had to be one crazy bitch. Like I just wanted to make myself feel better. And that's what I need in like for horror movies. I take bits from comedy, just use that to make me feel better. I'm terrified.
It's funny. Back to your burn story. I just remember I was in Hawaii I don't know, this has got to be like maybe like 7 or 8 years ago, and I was at the skate park, and the skate park was enclosed with like a chain link fence,
Yeah.
and I was like skating wherever, and this dude came up on the fence who was like this. He was like, "Hey man," and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You burn?"
The best is like his reaction. He's just like, "Yeah, I burn." Like he's like,
No, but I was like, it took me a second because I was like, "Oh, I think I know what he means," but I've never heard it said that way. I'm like,
"Yeah,
no. He's like, "All right," and then he walked away. I should have said yes. That would have been hilarious. Just smoking dope
like
with a guy on the
genius.
fucking beach.
Like, I think I sent you that clip before where he goes for an annual checkup with his doctor, and the doctor's like, "Hey man, I just got one more question for you. Do you burn?" What? Do you burn? Well, I mean, yeah, I burn. Yeah. Well, it kind of sounds like you don't. No. I definitely burn, man. Okay, well, when's the last time that you had a little toke? When's the last time you burned? And he goes like, "Well, I didn't do it last weekend because I was kind of busy, and then the weekend before that, I just wasn't really feeling it." Oh man, it really sounds like you burn. No, I definitely burn. So I'm gonna write this down as a no. No, write it down as a yes. You want me to put it as a yes? It's like, yes. Okay. And then puts it down as a yes. Puts like a 3-minute skit on just like him telling his doctor he definitely fucking smokes weed.
It's so funny because you could do multiple videos on that, and it's not even beating a dead horse to death. It's just
it's so funny every time.
And they
it's
bring
so
it up,
funny.
They bring it up in one episode every season, right? So like it's fucking
hilarious. Okay. Yeah, that's actually, I was just thinking that's so
random.
funny.
It's just random, right? And then
it's so as a viewer, you don't expect it to happen.
The actor who acts as Wade is Cody Ko in real life. Like he's a massive YouTube star. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like he's so funny. Like his YouTube channel is awesome. I highly
That's his name is Cody Ko?
Yeah.
Is that Cody with a C?
Yeah, Cody with a C and then K-O. And then like he is so funny. He like does parodies of all the happy family and happy people on YouTube, and he just makes fun of them and shit. He's so funny, dude. I watch his YouTube videos all the time, man. He's so funny, but he's the actor. It's just genius, man. Like the comedy they make is so genius, and it's just a YouTube show, right? It's incredible what they can do.
Yeah, the real bros of Simi Valley is like a fucking residential neighborhood outside of LA, like
I know,
off to like not even near the ocean. It's like in the desert.
And this one guy, there's another guy, like he's full of tattoos. That's the guy who thinks Wade doesn't burn and makes fun of him, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like in a skateboard competition against like eight-year-olds, and he got second place. And he's so pissed off that he gets second place. And then Wade goes up. He's like, "Dude, what's the matter, man? Why are you bailing?" He's like, "Fuck, shut up, fool! You don't even burn." And he goes like this, "Roll a blunt, bitch! I'll dome it right now." And then Bun just like pokes him on the head. And he's like, "Are we strapping right now, bro?" It's just like,
I'll dome that shit right now.
I'll dome that shit right now.
Fuck, that's so funny.
All
I
right.
burned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're nearing an hour here, so we're gonna call it there. Thanks for joining us again. For this episode of the Entertaining Stupid Podcast. Come back next week. We'll have another episode, and we'll see you then. Yeah.
Thanks, you fuckers.
Yeah. Piss off now. Bye.